Hi guys, good morning and welcome back. So today we will try to understand how to group the test cases in Testng. So this is a very good feature. So let me explain in what is the grouping. Okay. Say for example, if you have some let me create a class guys. So let me so that I can understand and I can explain you better. So I'm trying to create one class called groups class. Okay. So main method I'm not going to enable anything. So here, say for example, if you have some thousand test cases in test engine, so always you don't have to run all thousand cases, thousand test cases, right? Say for example, if you want to run only some 100 test cases which are part of the smoke testing or sanity testing, or if you want to run only there are some 200 test cases which are part of regression. So if you want to run only these 200, how it is possible? So that is where grouping comes into the picture. So all these 2000, 200 test cases, if we specify these are part of regression, only those test cases will be executed, guys. So rather than the 1000 test cases to be executed. So that is the concept, guys. So that is how the grouping works. Say for example, out of 1000, if you want to execute only 100 test cases which are smoke testing, so that can be done. So anything is possible. If I want to run all 1000 also, we can execute it. So let us try to understand how to group those things. Okay. So for that I'll simply sample uh, test cases. I'll write it after method, and void usually after method will be set up, right? So it will be opening the browser and setting up everything. So that is what it usually this method is going to do. Set up all the browser sessions and open the URL. So this is the method. So import this package, import org.testng.annotations, right? Yes. So that is done. So now I'll do this one after method. Sorry, this should be before method, guys, not after method. Before method, and this should be after method. I hope you guys know this meaning of these annotations. Okay. Otherwise, if you want me to create a video on these annotations also, please let me know. I will do that. So after method will always be tear down method. So where it will close all the browsers and whatever the session it opened. Correct. So here also we close it, and here this is out, and close all the browser sessions. Okay. So now I'll create some test methods. So test, as in it's a test, void verify login. Assume this is to verify login method. So there should not be any spaces. So close the space. Okay. This is out. Login verified. Okay. So I'll write few more test cases. Test void and verify homepage. Page verified. Okay. I'll write one more test case. At the rate test void, assume that there is art card page. Okay. So this is also this out art card page verified. Fine. Hmm? So let me execute this one. Let me see how it is going to execute. Okay. Run as test engine test. So this has to execute before method for all the tests. Okay. So this is a setup all the browser session, and art card page, and home page is verified, login page is verified, guys. So it is executed in random order. So why? Because the priority is not set. So if the priority is not set, So priority is not set, so then it will be like taking in the alphabetical order, right? So that is the reason, guys. Let us set the priority first. So then we'll go back to the grouping things. Okay. So let me execute this one and run as test in the test. And now I think it should execute according to the priority. Yeah, first login verified, home page verified, and then art card page verified, guys. So now the grouping comes into the picture. So this login page should be a part of which kind of test case? So this is very critical kind of a test case, so it should obviously part of the smoke testing or sanity testing. So for that we need to add the groups. So groups also same like priority. So in the test, after the test, so there will be like wherever we are specifying the priority, right? So the same way we can specify the groups also. Put comma, add groups, and equals, and open the curly braces, and inside that you put it under whichever the group you want, however you want to group it. Assume that this is a sanity, and also this is part of master. Whenever I want to execute all the test cases, this also should be executed. Okay. So then comes home page. Home page, what how can we segregate home page? So this is also up to as per the requirement it goes. So but as of now I am specifying it as sanity also, and this is also part of regression also, and this is also part of master also. Okay. So I am considering this for all the kind of groups. Okay. So then comes this art card page. Art card page, I am considering it only for the regression and master. This will not be part of sanity. Regression and master. So whenever we want to specify, if I want to put it assign this test case for multiple groups, so that is also possible. Inside the curly braces you can put the two groups, whichever the groups inside the curly braces, inside the double quotes, and after comma you have to put multiple methods. Okay. So now the grouping is done, and also the grouping concept, as we all know that. So this will be considering whenever in the testng.xml file, if you configure like this, so only this method it will look and it will execute. So if this is not set up before executing this one, the test cases will obviously fail, right? So that is the reason. So this also should be, the group should be mentioned. So what are the groups? As of now currently we have three groups. You just copy this one, okay, and paste it. That's all. You remove one extra and after method also part of this one. That's all, guys. So now we need to create one testng.xml for this. So let me create one testng. Go to how to create testng file is you click on the class or the project. If you want to create, you can click on that one. As of now I want for only for this class, so I'm clicking on the right click on the particular class, and click on that convert to testng file. So here I'll I'll make it as the file name as grouping.xml. Okay. So this is any name you can give, custom name, grouping.xml. Okay. So click on finish, guys. So after clicking on finish, so this xml will be created. So this will be the xml, guys. So here before the test method we have to add the groups. So this is what inside this testng.xml file we have to add this one. So then inside the run method we have to add the include and exclude. So now include, we will talk about exclude later. First let me include sanity. So basically what it is like, say for example this is the class wherever sanity is mentioned. Sanity, 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 and this test3 is not part of sanity and sanity. So here it is like verify login and verify home page is part of sanity. So these two plus before method and after method will execute, and add card page will not execute because it will look wherever sanity is there. So that will be executed. Okay. So let us run this, guys. What happens with, let me save this example first. So after saving, let me execute. Add card page should not be executed here. Test and saved. Okay. it is telling some assertion is, exception is coming regarding parallel. So let me remove this parallel parameter. Okay. Save it and then start executing once again. Just execute. This time will execute Paka. You know, yeah, guys, login verified and home page verified. So add card page is not verified here. So that is not executed as because that is not part of sanity. So this is not part of sanity. That is the reason it did not execute it. Okay. So let me try with regression once. What will happen? Okay. So come back to your test file. Wherever regression is there. One is not there. So in this case, verify login will not verify, and all other verify home page, add card page will be should be executed. Okay, login page should be excluded from here. Okay. So the thing is wherever that so here home page is verified and the art card page is verified guys. So our XML file is Pakka working file. So here one more thing is there. So whenever I put sanity, wherever sanity is there, so only those methods got executed, right? So it did not look for other method names. So wherever sanity is there, it took all the sanity methods and it executed. Say for example, I want to execute purely sanity. Okay, I don't want to consider this was part of regression, right? So I don't want to execute this part of the sanity. Assume. So I want this one login should be verified, and I don't want this to be verified because this is part of uh, the regression. I don't want to consider the regression testing groups in the sanity groups. Okay. So in that case, so there is one more tag called assume it's a sanity exclude. Okay, you put this exclude here and you mention regression. Okay, so now what it has to execute is like wherever sanity is there those method will be executed, and along with that if regression is there that will be excluded. So wherever sanity is there, so this is there, and this is there, and this is there, and where is this is not there, this is there. So here the regression is there, this will be excluded, and here regression is not there, so this will be considered, this will also be excluded, and this will not be considered itself because I am running the group sanity, that itself is not there, so this will be excluded, and this will also be excluded because regression is there. Only the method which will be executed is verify login. That's all guys. So let me execute it. Just execute. See, look at this. Only login is verified. So that is how the grouping.xml works. And in the testng.xml file, so we have to add this annotation called, add this parameter groups, and inside the groups run. And here we can play with include and exclude. Assume that I want to run master. Okay. So this master is part of all the test cases, right? So this will be execute all the test cases. Okay. So if we execute this one. So it will execute all the test cases. Yeah, it has executed all the test cases guys. So basically this is how the grouping concept works. So you can write the your actual code here, right? So you can call the methods which are available in your page class, and you can validate it, and you can put the assertions also. So whatever you want to do. So the basically the thing is the grouping tag works like this guys. So that's all guys. If you like my content, please hit the like button, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so very much.